Wake up! You are the first man. It shall be your task to name all the creatures in the Garden of Eden. You may eat the fruit of the tree and the fields, but stay away from that apple tree on the other side of the hill. Wake up! Adam, wake up!
Just give me 5 more minutes.
Adam! Adam! Wake up!
All right. Feed the animals. Just a little bit more sleep. All right. I might as well get this over with. I, Adam, by virtue of the authority vested in me, do hereby name all you flyers. Flyers? Yes, your things flying around up there. You're flyers. And you things swimming around down there, you're swimmers. And you're hoppers, and you're crawlers, and you're growlers, and what? There are thousands. I better start taking notes, or I'll get everything all mixed up. First day, Adam time. Note. Today I named flyers, swimmers, hoppers, crawlers, and growlers. Further note. There are creatures here of every conceivable kind. But I, Adam, am the sole and single man. Single. My, that word has a fine, open ring to it. Oh! Ah! Now what? I'll name it later.
Sunlight, hummingbirds, lions. Where am I? What am I? Well, whatever I am, I'm certainly a beautiful one. It's peculiar, right? I feel like an experiment. In fact, it would be impossible to feel more like an experiment than I do. But then am I the whole experiment? I don't think so. I'd better start taking notes. Some instinct tells me these details will be important to historians someday. Saturday, June 1st. Note. I arrived feeling exactly like an experiment, and around me is the most incredible profusion of most delightful objects. So many creatures, so many things. Each wondrous object is beautiful and striking, and I see nothing that isn't to my liking. Here in Eden, there's plums and peaches and pears and grapes, so ripe and juicy and utterly inviting. I find the apples especially inviting. Here in Eden. As for me, I can see I was meant to rejoice. just I love this garden and everything that's in it. And something tells me to treasure every minute. Blossoms, buds, mountains, and mud. I know I'll be happy. Happy here in Eden. Drop that pickerel! You monster! Put it back!
Well, what do you think you're doing?
You can talk.
Get away from here. Go on.
Put that pickerel back!
What pickerel?
The pickerel in your hand.
This is a swimmer.
Pickerel?
Swimmer.
Pickerel?
Swimmer.
What's this?
A clod.
Well, if you don't put that pickerel back, I'm going to clod you right out of that tree!
Wait.
And don't you ever do that again, you bully! I'm warning you.
Second day, Adam time. Note, I'm worried. Yesterday that new red-headed creature kept hanging around and following me. However, I believe I've hidden myself so cleverly, it probably thinks I've left the garden.
I must talk to you.
About what?
I don't know. I just like to talk. Well, don't you like to talk?
Not particularly. Just go away. Go away.
Well, there is something, and I think it's immensely important.
What? What did you want to talk about?
Well, about us.
I told you to stay over there. What's us?
Well, it's a new word I thought of, and it means you and me.
So what's so important about us?
Well, I think we've been put here for some great, noble experiment.
I told you to stay over there. Go on.
What?
I said go on.
Oh, well, I think I'm the main part of the experiment. Well, you have some part in it, too.
Well, what makes you so positive?
Well, for one thing, you are the only other creature who can talk.
Shows you how much you know. So can that fly.
Where?
Up there in that tree.
You mean that parrot? Well, I didn't know parrots could talk.
Well, they can. And why do you call it a parrot?
Well, because it looks like a parrot.
Not to me, it doesn't. It looks like a loud-mouthed fat beak.
Nonetheless, it's a parrot.
Well, what makes you so positive?
Well, I don't know, I just seem to have this gift. The minute I lay my eyes on a creature, I know what it is. I don't even have to think about it, the right name. It just comes to me by inspiration. Well, so far you are the only exception.
What's that?
Goat,
That?
duck,
That?
rabbit,
That?
elk.
That? Oh, you're just guessing
I'm not guessing. Those are their names because that's
what they look like. How old are you?
2 days.
You'll never make it to 4.
Oh, I've hurt your feelings.
Ridiculous.
Oh, I have to, and I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be. Anyway, I can't spend any more time around here, I have to go empty the 4-pronged white squirter.
Do you need the cow?
Thank you very much.
We seem to have gotten off on the wrong foot. I seem to aggravate it. I think it's a reptile. But I do wonder what it's for. I never see it do anything. Nothing seems to interest it except, well, resting. It's a man. Well, if it is a man, it isn't an it, is it? No, it should be date of him, knowledge of his, possessive his and I think that's right. It's getting harder and harder to concentrate ever since I met that reptile. Just thinking about it gives you those distracting sensations. Feelings are tumbling over feelings, feelings I do not understand. And I am more than slightly worried that they are getting out of hand. Sometimes they happen in my stomach, sometimes they happen on my skin. What is the name of this condition that I am in? If I'm objective and observant, if I can keep an even keel, I'll be the first to put a name to it. I'm the very first to feel. I am the first to have this feeling. I am the first to have this dream. How can I harvest his attention? How can I harness his esteem? Am I sufficiently attractive? Should I do something with my hair? Is there some tidbit that would please him? What should I wear? What is the source of this condition that I must learn to rise above? Is there a name for this condition? Yes, there's a name, and it is hell.
6th day, Adam time. The naming goes recklessly on. I get no chance to name anything myself. The new creature names everything before I even get into protest. And always on the same pretext. Says, it looks like the thing. Now that's not a reason. That's pure waywardness and imbecility. And another thing, I'm not used to anything coming so close to me. It makes me feel hampered. Ooh, cloudy today. Wind from the east. I think we'll have rain. We? Where did I get that word? Oh, well, I can't worry about any we. I have to build me a dry top.
Hello? What are you doing? Can I help? Are you hungry?
Oh, where did you get that? Spit it out! Spit it out! Where did you get that?
That tree! I don't understand.
Are you sure it's not from a tree over the hill?
Yes.
Those apples are forbidden.
Why?
I don't know. They're dangerous. If we eat them, something terrible will happen.
What?
I don't know.
Why don't we just go find out?
You stay away from that tree, numbskull.
My name happens to be Eve.
I have no objections.
And in the future, when you wish to talk to me or to call me, kindly use my name. That's what it's for.
Well, then it's superfluous.
Superfluous. Oh, what a beautiful word. And it's so large. Well, I'm proud of you. Really, I am. Superfluous. I don't think I've ever used it. Where did it come from?
Oh, I don't know. I was standing here, looking at you, and I thought to myself, it looks superfluous.
I'm not an it. I'm a she.
Oh, well, I wish she would go play with the other animals. And I wish she would stop talking so much because me have work to do.
Can I help?
No, she'd only be superfluous.
I think I found a drop.
Oh, it's starting to rain.
Can I come in?
It's crowded.
I don't mind.
I mind.
Why do you hate me so much? I'm a very interesting person, and if you only would talk nicely to me, I could be twice as interesting.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Yes, you are. You're raining too.
I'm crying. Don't let it bother you.
It doesn't, but
Yes?
I don't like to hear it. So either stop it or go rain somewhere else. All right. Come on in.
I don't want to.
Why not?
It will be too crowded.
I'll make room.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
What's your name?
Well, what do I look like?
I was thinking you
Wait! My name is Adam.
Adam. I like the sound of that word better than any I've heard so far. Adam,
What?
what made you pick brown?
Because wood is brown.
But berries are red, and we can squeeze some berries against the wood and make it nice and colorful. Well, not all over, just from here to here. And on that wall, some shells, I think. Well, if you thought hanging grass in the doorway,
She's filling up the hut with rubbish, like flowers and plants. And not only is it overcrowded, it's loaded with ants. She is definitely too intrusive, a nuisance. And yet, she's an interesting creature. This Eve. She's developing a strange new habit, which doesn't make sense. She's forever reaching out to touch me, which makes me feel tense. She is definitely quite an eccentric, a numbskull. And yet, she's an interesting creature. This Eve. Colors drive her absolutely crazy. The gold of the sun, the purple of the hills, crimson-colored clouds in the sky. When I say this is sentimental hogwash, foolishness, she simply sighs. When I'd rather be alone and resting, then she comes around and invariably starts describing some wonder she's found. She definitely gets my back up, but invariably I perceive she's an interesting creature. This Eve. Once I saw her standing on a hilltop, her head tilted back, the sunlight on her face, gazing at the flight of a bird. And suddenly I thought that she was beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, that's the word. There are animals around this garden more pleasant, just more soothing than she, but there's nothing in the whole of Eden more pleasant to see. If she'd only learn to keep her mouth shut 1 minute at a time. Why, I believe I could possibly enjoy just watching this curiously interesting creature called Eve.
Adam, I just had the most wonderful idea. I was just thinking that.
Is that it?
What? No. This? No. Do you like it?
I think it's ridiculous and unbecoming, and I want you to take it off this instant.
Well, I thought it would please you.
How could it please me to see you topped off in rubbish?
Flowers. Flowers rubbish? Does everything have to be useful? Don't you care about anything but thumping those melons? We've been given this beautiful world full of mysteries and secrets. Why, there's so much to learn. It could take weeks. Oh, why do you have to be so narrow?
I have a lot of interests.
Oh? Like what?
It may surprise you to learn that only yesterday I invented something brand new.
What?
Humor. Does that surprise you? I thought it might. I will be happy to explain. Now, yesterday, I was sitting beside the path that leads down to the cornfield, and I happened to notice this yellow clucker. And from
The chicken. Well, it looks like...
All right, all right. I happened to notice this chicken. For a long time, it slowly walked back and forth, hesitating. Suddenly, it zipped across the path. And I thought to myself, why did the chicken cross the path? And then I thought to myself, well, to get to the other side. That's the world's first joke, and I, Adam, made it up. Don't you see the humor of it? Yeah, I guess you had to be there. And I'm going there.
Well, wait, don't you want to hear my wonderful idea?
No.
Oh, Adam.
All right, what is it?
Well, I've been thinking, we're different than any other creature on Earth. And, well, our grass should be different than all other grass.
Different how?
Shorter.
How could it be shorter unless it was cut? Monday, June 10th. Note, this, I finally discovered the purpose of the week. To rest up from Sunday. This relentless pursuit of improvements is making me feel more hampered than ever. And what's truly puzzling is the more time we spend together, well, the closer we get. And the closer we get, the more anxious it makes me. She also has taken to naming that Great Falls totally on her own. She calls it Niagara Falls. Why? Says it looks like Niagara Falls. Well, Eve's also taken to spending a great deal of time at the pond, and I don't know why.
Look at you, look at me. How much more alike could two girls be? Here we stand, sisters and friends. When I speak, you speak too, and when I am silent, so are you. That's the test of two best friends. And when life is hard to bear, then I run to see you there. And my heart blooms, your face beams, nothing is as awful as it seems. We're such dear, more than mere friends. And on days when he withdraws, I'm less lonely now because should I need company, you would never turn your back on me. I have you who needs two friends.
Oh, there's at least one bright spot now. Eve's taken up with the steak. I'm glad, because he talks, and that gives me a little time to rest. Yesterday, Eve fell in the pond. She nearly strangled. She said she felt so cold and uncomfortable in there, she felt sorry for the fish. So last night, she gathered up a bunch of those fish and brought them inside and put them in my bed to keep warm.
Oh, hello, Adam. I was just...
Eve, tonight those fish gotta go back in the pond.
Oh, but it's so uncomfortable in there.
Eve, I've been watching those fish on and off all morning, and I don't see that they're any happier than they were before. They're just quieter.
But Adam, water is so...
Oh, I don't want them in my bed. They're clammy.
Oh, Adam.
Eve, I want you to put them back.
Oh, all right.
Right then.
Well, where are you going?
Well, I was thinking about going somewhere where I could be by myself.
Where?
Over the falls.
Oh, not in that leaky tub. Oh, Adam, I wish you wouldn't.
This has nothing to do with you.
Oh, but you can't imagine how it frightens me. It's not safe. Oh, I can't bear it. You really...
You can't bear it. Oh, Eve, I can't stand this. First you complained about me when I went over the falls in a barrel. So I made a tub. And now you complain about me going over the falls in a tub. And if it isn't a tub, it's going to be something else. Eve, I don't want to be complained at. I don't want to be clucked to. I don't want to be clung over. I'm going over the falls, and after that, I don't know where I'm going. So don't wait for me.
Well, bring me some of the hollyhocks that grow by the falls.
I hate flowers.
There's no one there, Eve.
Oh, hello, Snake.
I said, there's no one there.
Oh, yes, there is. My friend is there, and she'll be back.
No, Eve, that's a reflection. You see, when one wave traveling in one medium meets another wave traveling in the same medium, but at a different speed, energy is created. In this case, an exact replica of the object being viewed. It's this image that's then transferred to your retina.
I don't believe you.
Nonetheless, it's so. Look. That's not my brother, that's me, you little devil.
Then I have no one, no friend, nothing.
What about Adam?
Oh, he doesn't even like me. He thinks I'm a numbskull. And I am a numbskull, so how could he like me? Oh, I wish I was educated, like you.
Would you like that, Eve?
Oh, yes.
Nothing could be simpler.
How? How?
You know that apple tree on the other side of the hill?
Forbidden fruit.
Who said?
Adam.
My dear girl, apples are not the forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden. It's chestnuts.
Chestnuts?
Well, not literally. When I say chestnuts, I mean, that's a figurative term for old and moldy jokes.
Do you mean that thing Adam calls humor?
Exactly. There's your forbidden fruit.
Chestnuts? I didn't know that. Do you see how ignorant I am?
Listen closely. Let me fill you in about the rich, ripe, brown, red, rosy apples they call forbidden fruit. What I'm about to say is confidential, so promise you'll be mute. Because if every creature in the garden knows, they'll come round like hungry buffaloes, and in no time there'll be none of those precious apples left for you and me. Now, in the average apple, you're accustomed to skin, seeds, flesh, and core. But you will find that these are special apples that give you something more. For every seed contains some information you need to speed your education. Indeed, the seeds of all creation are here. Why be foolish, my dear? Come with me to that tree.
Oh, but I don't think Adam would approve.
With every rich and juicy, luscious bite of this not forbidden fruit, you'll find your mind expand and your perceptions grow more and more acute. And you can teach him plumbing and philosophy, find new ways of glazing pottery, woodcraft, first aid, home economy. Man, Adam will be overjoyed. And when he views the list of your attainments, he'll beam with loving pride. And he will say, oh, Eve, you're indispensable, please. Don't leave my side. And with your education, you'll relish every conversation. Indeed, you'll be Adam's inspiration this way. Just an apple a day. Wait and see. Come with me.
mean, Lion, leave that lamb alone. You'll hurt him. Did you hear what I said? I said leave him alone. You'll hurt him. I said stop it. Stop it.
Hello, Adam.
You didn't. You ate the apples, didn't you? I warned you. The forbidden fruit. I told you, Eve. I said don't eat those apples. Something terrible will happen. And now death is coming to the garden. Eve, how could you do it? How could you do such a horrible thing?
Well, I didn't do it. Well, I mean, it's not the apples. They're not forbidden.
No. Well, then what is?
Chestnuts.
Chestnuts? Now where did you pick that up?
Well, the snake told me, and he knows everything. In fact, this whole thing is probably your fault.
My fault? I haven't been eating any chestnuts.
Not those kind of chestnuts. These kind of chestnuts are old and moldy jokes. Have you been telling jokes lately, Adam? Tell the truth.
I didn't think of one, but I didn't say it out loud. I was standing here just before it all happened, and I was thinking about the Great Falls, and how wonderful it is to see that vast body of water tumble down there. But then I thought, wouldn't it be a lot more wonderful to see it tumble up?
That's it. That's what did it.
Why was I born so witty?
Adam,
Yes, Eve.
we have to leave the garden now, don't we?
We broke the rule, Eve. I broke the rule. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right. You didn't know. Would you like an apple?
Well, it's one of those.
They're not forbidden.
I know, but for some reason, it kind of goes against my principles. It is a fine-looking specimen, considering the lateness of the season and all. And I guess the principles really have no force unless you're well fed.
Oh, Adam, I think it's going to rain.
Eve, we'll have to build a new shelter somewhere. Eve calls this place Tonawanda. You know, it looks like Tonawanda. I find she's a good deal of a companion. I can see now I'd be lonesome and depressed without her, especially now I've lost my property.
How would you like to make apples?
Oh, very tasty.
I'd like to try new things.
I remember the time you invented fire. Never thought it would be practical.
That reminds me. How are the multiplication tables coming?
I get as far as 5 times 7 is 23, and it all just falls to pieces.
You'll get it, dear.
I know. Oh, Eve, I'm tired.
Well, it is getting late.
Eve, is it my imagination, or have you been putting on weight recently? Now, I can swear that it's a fish, though it resembles us in every way but size. She gives it milk, and every night she picks it up and pats it when it cries. I always knew he pitied fish, but it's ridiculous to make them household pets. I say it is a fish. She says it's not a fish, because it surrounds itself with water almost every chance it gets.
Close your eyes, whatever you are. Lay your head on my breast. Close your eyes and open your paws. You need plenty of rest. Doesn't faze me if you turn out to be pony or poodle or sheep. You're my own, whatever you are. Sleep, sleep, sleep.
It's growing teeth, and it can bite. So I suspect that what we have here is a bear. I'm worried sick. But Eve is not. She burned the muzzle that I made for it to wear. I searched the woods. I baited traps. But I couldn't find its sister or its brother. And though I've hunted far and wide, while Eva's barely stepped outside, I'll be darned if she didn't catch another.
They are boys. It was their coming in that small, immature shape that confused us. Cain, Abel, stay out of my flowers. You're going to ruin my garden. Oh, the old garden. It seems like a dream to me now. It was so beautiful, surpassingly beautiful, yet still a dream. Now making dinner for 3 hungry men, that's not a dream.
They're nearly as big as I am now. Abel, he's a good boy. But if Cain had stayed a bear, it would have improved him. We never know what's coming next. A fire started for spite. A creature killed without sense or reason. I've come to depend upon Eve more than I would believe possible. I used to think she talked too much, but now I know I would be sad and lonely if that voice fell silent and passed from my life.
Some time back, our boys were fighting. Cain struck Abel and ran away. Now Cain is gone. Abel is dead. There's too much stillness in the house.
Eve, are you all right?
Oh, yes, dear. I've been thinking. I hope that when we die, that we die together.
Eve, that's a subject I'd
But
like...
if one of us must go first, then it's my prayer that I'm the one.
Eve,
You're strong. I'm weak. And you are more necessary to me than I am to you.
Well, that's not true. You know that's not true.
It's true. It's always been true.
Listen. I've got a good one for you. Why do I always wear brown suspenders?
Now that is one of my favorites.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, life without him would not be life. I don't think I could endure it. And yet if I ask myself why I love him, I find I don't know. It's not on account of his kind and considerate ways. He's a bit flawed in that respect. He is a good man, yet I would love him if he abused me or used me ill. And though he's handsome, I know inside me, were he a plain man, I'd love him still. What makes me love him? It's quite beyond me. It must be something I can't define, unless it's merely that he's masculine, and that he's mine.
Eve died today. I knew she would, of course. Well, at least her prayer was answered. She went first. Now that she's gone, I realized something I never realized before. I used to think it was a terrible tragedy when Eve and I had to leave the garden. But now I know it really didn't matter. For wherever she was, there was Eden. Well, I have to go water her flowers. She loved them, you know.